Good evening, dear students from all over Egypt. Welcome to today's session. With you today, Ms. Wafa Hassoub, and today, inshallah, we will continue our wonderful and great platform for you, and we will continue to chapter 3. So let you be with me to see what we have exactly. Okay, and as you know, we finished our first chapter, introduction, the calculation and strength, okay, and now we have variables. So chapter 3, variables, we will learn about declaration, assignment, and reassignment of variables. So be with me to know all the information. Starting with declaration and assignments. What we will learn here is what's a variable. What's a variable? يعني إيه متغير؟ So here is Ricky is saying, Cody, can you teach me something new today? And Cody answers, okay, today I'm going to teach you about variables. Well, variables? Never heard of it. I never heard of variables. So Cody says variables are used for many things in programming. So let's learn about them while we are at it. And by the way, Rick, you went fishing the other day, didn't you? Did you catch many fish? Well, yeah, it was a big haul. I didn't catch any fish in the morning and thought I was out of luck. But I caught 3 in the morning and then a whooping 7 in the afternoon. Aha, I see. So first there were 0 fish. Then 3 were added, then 7 more were added, making a total of 10 fish. So let's use a variable to represent the number of fish you caught. Imagine a pocket of fish. At first, there are 0 fish in the pocket. If you write this in a program, we will write it like this. So to identify a variable or to know a variable, you need to write let and the variable next to it, okay? And after that, we will assign a number to the variable itself. So fish, you use fish in your program. Well, Cody says this fish is a variable. So fish here is a variable. I just created. You can name variables by yourself. I use a variable fish because I want to express the number of fish you caught. So variables are free for you to name it as you wish. So naming variables, I named it fish. Look here, let fish, okay, and a semicolon, and fish equals 0. What does the let mean? Well, the let is a signal to create a new variable. So whenever we want to create new variable, we have to write let before it, okay? By writing let fish, we mean create a variable named fish. Create a variable named fish. By the way, creating a new variable is called declaring in the programming world, okay? It's like telling a computer, I'm going to create a variable called fish. So this is a declaration. Well, that's right, because at first there were 0 fish. So the value of the variable fish is 0. Because the pocket is empty, right? Look here. So value of variable fish. احنا قلنا ان احنا بنتصور كده ان الفاريبل او المتغير كأنه علبة واحنا بنضيف جواها حاجات. So at first I can catch it. So variable here is 0. Putting a value such as 0 into a variable in this way is called assigning. Assigning. So assign 0 to the variable. So this was the first time. Then you said you caught 3 fish in the morning. Well, let's add 3 to the variable fish. Notice the third line of the program. So fish equals fish plus 3. What does this mean? So احنا قلنا ان احنا عندنا let عندنا اوكي ده عبارة عن declaration للفاريبل في حد ذاته. طيب احنا الفيش او الفاريبل او المتغير اللي موجود قلنا ان هو as if it's a pocket and we put things into this pocket. So for the first time fish ما كانش فيه اي حاجة، الفاريبل بتاعنا كان 0. For the second time okay we caught 3 fish. فاحنا قلنا ان احنا عندنا بقى fish plus fish هنا اللي هي 0 يعني 0 plus 3 اوكي. يعني كأن احنا بنقول له ان fish عندنا او المتغير الاخير عندنا بيكون ايه؟ بيكون اللي كان موجود قبل كده زائد مين plus 3. So I'll add 3 more to the pocket. So plus 3. That's easy to understand. Then let's add the 7 fish you caught in the afternoon. Notice the fourth line of the program. Look here. Fish equals fish plus 7. So تعالوا بينا كده بالترتيب. So fish was 0. Fish here with fish plus 3. يعني هات لنا اللي كان موجود في الأول plus 3. So it's equal 3. يبقى fish now is 3. Fish here for the fourth line is fish plus 7. Fish هنا المفروض إن هي انتهت إيه؟ إن هي 3 plus 7 it will be 10. Okay. It adds 7 more fish to the pocket, so it says plus 7. By the way, the second and subsequent assignment like adding plus 3 or plus 7 to fish is called reassigning. Reassigning, okay? So this is assign 0. This is reassigning plus 3 and reassigning by plus 7. Because you add 3 fish to the pocket, that started out with 0 fish. And then you add 7 more. Now there should be 10 fish in the pocket, right? Let's check it and see it with me. So let's look at the pocket and check the answers. How can we be sure? Well, you can use console.log to output the value of a variable to console. Let's write a program to try it out. Look here. Create a program to output the value of the variable fish to the console. Enter the same program as below. Okay. So here we have let fish. Okay. Fish equals 0 or fish assigned with 0. Fish here equals fish plus 3. And fish here, okay, equals fish plus 7. So we will write here the ending is console or the program console. Okay. .log and we will open our parentheses and write fish and enclose it and end with the semicolon. Okay, so let's check it and click run code. So it's 10 now. Notice that we write here fish without double quotation mark. Okay. So the console just output 10. That's 10 in the pocket. So it's perfect. Huh? But why does the console.log show fish in brackets, but the console shows 10? Well, good point. Just as you named the bucket earlier, you declared to the computer that you were going to create a variable called fish, right? The computer already knew that there was a variable called fish. So all you had to do was write fish, and it would display the value of the variable in a flash. So we named it fish, named the variable as fish. So the computer here, okay, know the name of the variable. Just writing fish, and he will give us the number in it. As I told you, it's like a pocket. We have numbers or we have things reserved in it. So I see. So if I declare a variable, I can just write fish and the computer will be able to understand it. He will bring the numbers in fish. Okay. Also, in the last lesson, I learned that when you display text in console.log, you have to remember to use double quotation marks. Don't you have to put double quotation marks around fish? Well, very clever. If you put double quotation marks, it will show the word fish itself as a character. Let's try it. So, create a program that outputs fish to the console. Enter the same program as below. Okay, so we will write console.log and open the parentheses, okay, double quotation, and we will write the word fish in the quotation and in the parentheses and put the semicolon. So look here, what will happen when we click run code, okay? Wait, something is not correct here. Okay, so it's, oh, yes, console.log. I'm sorry about that. It's O here. Okay. Okay, let's run the code again, and it's gonna write fish. It's gonna write fish. Why it's gonna write fish? Because we put it between double quotation marks, because it's a character now. But if we remove the double quotation marks, the computer will understand, yes, I want you to give me, okay, the values in the variable here. Do you remember calculation? Exactly the same way as calculations. Okay, continue. It's true, it was output directly as fish. I see, variables are not characters, so you have to remove the double quotation marks in order to output it. The word variable sounded difficult to me, but after thinking about it in a familiar example, I think I understand. And Cody says, it's all right if you can sort of understand what I'm talking about today. Let's master it slowly from now on. Okay, continue to the next lesson. And the key points for lesson 2 is how to declare a variable, how to assign a value to a variable, and how to output the value of a variable to the console. And here's Cody says, hi, Ricky, going somewhere? And Rick says, oh, Cody, I actually went fishing again, another big haul today. Well, that sounds like fun. How many fish did you catch today? Well, let's see. I caught 8 fish in the morning and a whooping 12 in the afternoon. Well, that was a big haul. Now, here is my mission for you. Try to output the console the number of fish caught today expressed as a variable. Well, Yuki, I learned this in the last lesson. I wonder if I remember. So here's Ricky is gonna remember how to write a variable. So first, to create a variable, you wrote let variable, okay? Right? Well, that's right. What did we do after that? Well, let's start out by remembering what you have supposed to do. Try writing the same program in your editor. So let's try writing this. Okay. Declare the variable fish. So starting with let fish. Okay. And put the semicolon to end the line and starting another line. Assign 0, okay, to the word fish or to the variable fish. So we will write fish, okay, equals 0 and end the line. Assign fish plus 8. So now we will write fish equals, equal what? The previous line fish, okay, plus 8 and end the line, okay. Assign fish plus 12. So another line, and we will write fish, okay, equals what we have previous fish, okay, plus what? Plus 12 and end the line. So to execute the program, we have to write console.log, and after that open the parentheses, okay, and don't bring the quotation marks because we want it, okay, or we want to identify the variable here. So we will write fish and end our program with the semicolon. Let's check it with us and click run code. And here is 20, okay? Done. I knew I was supposed to use console.log to output the value of a variable to the console. Well, Cody said, you seem to have remembered in console.log, but variable names in brackets. Put variable names in brackets, but be careful because the double quotation is not necessary here. Okay? Still a little unsure about what to do. I'll practice some more. So let's practice some more with me. So we went apple picking on a field trip recently. Write down the number of apples you picked as a variable. Okay, I'll give it a try. At first, the basket was empty, but then I was able to pick 5 apples. And after taking a break, I was able to add 8 more. So let's do the same thing with the name, with the number of fish as we did with the number of variables. Okay, so declare the variable apple. So we have to write let a apple and end the line. After that, assign 0 to the variable apple. So write apple, okay, equals 0 and end the line. Assign the value 5 added to apple. So we have here apple equals what? Apple plus 5. And in the line and line 4, assign the value 8. So we will write apple, okay, equals what we have before, okay, the variable apple plus 8. And we will put the semicolon, and finally we will output the word apple to the console. So we will write console.log, okay, and we will open a parenthesis, okay, and write the word apple. And we will end the line by a semicolon. Let's check it together and click run code. So it's 13 now. Okay, hope you got it, inshallah. Oh, I got to output 13. I'm getting used to it. But is there anything else I can practice on? Well, you are very studious. Now, let's say you have some money in your wallet. Let's try to represent what's in it with a variable. I have 700 Cody coins in my wallet right now. So the first value of the variable will be 700. Well, yes, that's right. So far, it's always been 0. But the first value of a variable can be any numerical value as you want. Okay. Today is the day I got my allowance. So I received 1,500 Cody coins. That means that 100 or 1,500, okay, Cody coins will be added to the 700 Cody coins that were originally in your wallet. Note that the initial value is different from the previous examples. Take care, it's not 0 anymore, okay? So let's write it with me. Okay. First, create your program as follows. Declare the variable allowance. So now we need to write let allowance. And be careful with the writing. Okay? And end the line. So now here we are declaring the variable allowance. Okay. Line 2. Assign 700 to allowance. So we will write allowance okay, equals 700. And end it with a semicolon. Assign the value of 100 or 1,500 to allowance, or 1,500 to allowance. So now we will write allowance equals what we have before plus the 1,500. Okay, so we have to write allowance plus the 1,500. Okay, and end the line. And line number 4, output the value of allowance to the console. So we will write, okay, console.log, and we will open the parentheses, okay, and write the word allowance. And be careful with the letters, because any mistake, any missing letter, it will be wrong. Okay, so you have to revise what you have written till now. And end it. And let's check if we wrote it correctly or not. Okay, we need to click run code, and it's 2200 or 2200. I'm done. I now know how to declare and assign variables. Well, now let's move to the review. There are a total of 6 questions, and let's click start. Okay, so question 1. Select the correct program to declare the variable score. So it's score, no, score and equal, no, score let, no, let score, and this is the correct one. To declare a variable, we have to bring let. So this is the correct one, and click answer, and it's correct. Click next. Okay, continue with the review. We have question 2. It says, select the correct program to output the value of the variable score to the console. The variable score has already been declared and assigned. So it's declared and assigned. We only want the variable score, okay, to be output to the console. So how to do it? We write all the time console.log score, okay, between two parentheses without double quotation. So this is the correct one that we have up. Let's check the other choices. Console.log score, this is not correct because we need the parentheses. Console.log equal score, no, this is not correct. And here it's between double quotation, it will write score, okay, not the variable itself. So this is not correct. So we will click answer, and it's correct. Continue next. And he says here, well, create your program as follows. Declare the variable number, okay? If you press run code, there is no output. So we want to declare number, the word number or the variable number. So to declare a variable, we have to write let. Okay, and click number. And you need to write it exactly like he wrote it here. Okay, so it's let number, right? And after that, he doesn't want you to do anything. Just click the answer. He told you if you press run code, there is no output. So click the word answer directly. So we will click answer. And it was correct. Okay, click next. And we have question 4. So on the second line, enter the program you created as follows. Assign 100 to the variable number. So we need to have a second line, and we need to write number, okay, equals 100. If you press run code, there is no output. So he wants us to click answer. So don't press run code. And don't forget to end it with a semicolon. So we will click answer, and it's correct. Next, question 5. So on the third line, enter the program you created as follows. Output the value of the variable number to the console. So to output something, we have to write console.log, and after that, okay, output the value of the word number. So open the parentheses, and we will write the word number and end it with a semicolon. Okay, let's click run code to check our answer. And here is 10, and click answer, and it's correct. Well, to the final question. After the third line, so we need to click to the third line. Enter the program you created as follows. Assign the value of the variable number plus 10. So we need to write number equal what we have before, okay, plus 10. So it's number again plus 10. Output the value of variable number to the console. So we will end this program or end this line and add a third or a fourth line to output the value. So we write console.log and open the parentheses, and we will write number and end it with a semicolon. Okay, let's click run code, and here is 13. And let's get the answer, and it's correct. So let's go to the results. It's perfect now. Well, that was the end for chapter 3, dear students. I hope you, inshallah, got all the information in a correct way. From me, all best wishes. Thank you and goodbye.